stream, and also we're seeing how this turns out because I want to do this like once or twice a week with Ray. She's learning Dota entirely. So our goal is I'm gonna see how it feels to try to teach somebody that's literally never played Dota before. So my goal, by the way, is I feel like with the average player, the problem with learning Dota is that they feel the need to handicap themselves in a lot of ways in order to not be so bad that they can play. So what I mean by that is they take a lot of shortcuts. They don't try to learn certain things. They don't try to learn certain hotkeys right off the get-go because they're like, if I try to learn that now, I'm going to be so bad at everything else that I literally just can't. Do you know what I'm saying though?
I'd rather just learn.
Yeah. So my point is that I'm going to try to teach you some really good habits from the start that honestly, like a 4K player might not even do. But if you get them down at the start, they're going to be so easy. Like, they're actually really easy if you do them naturally. Like, the thing. So a lot of reason people don't do them is they either don't know how important they are, they don't actually know about them, or they're simply just not used to it, and they're kind of too lazy to change it now. So that's like, I feel like there's a lot of bad habits in Dota. So our approach is going to be to get you... We're going to have you play the same hero for, like, 50 games in a row. Because if we keep... My way of learning Dota now at the highest level, I think can be applied at the basic level, is we're going to try to isolate as many factors as possible. So if we can just make it so you play the same hero every game, that's isolating one factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to worry about also learning the hero.
I'd rather do that anyways. Just, like, focus on one hero and then do the next.
So, let's see here. Making sure I'm missing anything here. Okay. Let's see what chat's saying. Time to teach her about the lane. Time to teach her about the dead lane. Relearning takes just a handful of games. The problem is that if you relearn a ton of different things, that handful of games suddenly turns into 1,000 games. Okay, so
what's Quickcast?
Quickcast. So to give you an idea of what Quickcast is, just to show you, I'll just show you, but you're going to be using it. Okay. So a lot of times people don't use Quickcast because they're not used to it.
I just saw someone mention
so
I don't know.
If I don't have Quickcast on, okay, use his first ability without Quickcast. His first ability is always Q. You have to use your mouse too.
It doesn't matter where I go?
Yeah.
Oh.
Click free spells. So do it again without Quickcast. Okay. Now do it. Push Q. Now do it with Quickcast.
Oh, and what's Quickcast?
Just do the button. Don't click.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, so wherever the mouse is on the screen,
yeah,
it's
it'll
take
just go.
you?
Yes, that's Quickcast.
Oh,
so
fun.
without Quickcast, you have to Q then click.
So Quickcast is super nice.
Quickcast literally halves how many buttons you're gonna use.
Yeah,
but what people think is they're like, oh, but I can't aim, or something.
If you have this, you can just.
You just go to wherever your mouse is.
Go to where your mouse is,
yeah.
And then if you don't, you have to like click it and then click your mouse.
Yes, exactly.
So it's just smarter.
So
that's nice.
For heroes that have like series of actions, like 5 actions they want to do very quickly in a row, imagine having to click 5 times in the middle of all those actions. Not only are you having to push things in the right sequence, but you also have 5 extra commands to issue to do the same thing that it would take somebody with Quickcast to not do.
Also, do they just attack creeps naturally? Like,
okay.
Right there? Do they just attack them?
That's a good point. Okay, so I'm taking your... There's auto attack settings, so if you read these, never means that... Never attack a new target without explicitly targeting it. So if you had this setting on, your hero would literally never attack anything.
So that's why I was attacking creeps.
Because it was on always.
I like that.
And this one is attack any nearby target unless you have just moved, denied a creep, or press stop. So you know how you said stops moving your hero? With this, it's going to attack, but if you press stop, it's going to sit your hero there until you tell it to do something new. Always, stop just means it like resets whatever your hero's doing, and then it'll look to attack something. So
why
I don't.
Would you not want to?
There's just times where you want your hero to sit in a specific spot, and you want to like look somewhere else on the map or worry about something else. And if you have always on, you won't even notice that like a hero came towards you, and you just walk at that hero randomly without realizing it.
You're just like already going.
You want to have control of almost every action you perform. So, like, if you have it on always, there's going to be random times where you're, like, not looking at your hero or something, and your hero just randomly starts going and attacking something. And you're like, oh, Like, I don't want to.
Doing this.
Yeah, like and then like you're like, oh shit, stop attacking, and then and then you're like, oh, I want to buy items, but I have to hold S while I'm buying items, and it's like, instead of just pushing S, I have to like hold it. So
Can you explain to me what items are good for what when we get there? I don't know, like all the items.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing when I say isolating factors, so item purchases are going to be like 100th on the list of what you need to learn. What we're going to do for you is we're going to teach you good habits about heroes, the mechanics of heroes, and how to buy items properly, so that what we're going to do is you're going to play the same hero every game.
Well, how to buy it according to the hero.
So what I'm saying is we're going to have you play the same hero for like 50 games in a row, 100 games in a row, okay? Mm-hmm. And you're going to buy the same fucking items in the same order every single game.
And just get good
and you're going to get good at using the items, purchasing them properly. Because in the game I saw you playing briefly, like she played like a little bot match just to fuck around. I was doing it all. You literally had like 3,000 gold and you weren't spending anything.
See, I don't know how I got that.
No, so that's what I'm saying though, is like,
all of a sudden just started
let's not jump the gun and worry about what you're supposed to buy. Let's just make sure you're actually buying things.
Yeah. Okay. When that happened, I was like, I just like saw things popping up and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of different options. What do I do? Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to take you into a private lobby. No bots. We don't want any opponents right now.
No, fuck opponents.
So, even though they're bots, like, we don't care about... we don't care about opponents right now. We want to teach you some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, if you can't do it properly when nobody's playing against you, you won't be able to do it properly when there is somebody playing against you. Create...
So what are you doing now?
Okay, so what you can do is you click this, and then you go to custom lobbies, create, and then just make sure it's all pick. You'll probably want cheats on, but we'll talk about those later. Just make sure cheats are on. It doesn't matter. I'm just making... all cheats, yeah. All cheats is like, if you want to practice using stuff, you can give yourself 2,000 gold or something. So like you can have the item right away.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have you go into this game with. I'm making sure it's not gonna. Oops. It's not gonna fill with bots, right? Okay. Make sure you know whether or not you want this option. This option means that if I click it, all the other. You can make a bot lobby on your own, basically. No, so right now we have it unchecked, obviously, because you're going to be doing everything on your own.
So there's no one else in this game, it's just me.
No, it's literally just you and creeps. Cool. Okay. So, okay. So I think you should start with a simple hero.
Which one's simple? Which ones are simple? And why are there stars on certain ones? Those are just like...
Every day they give away, like, they're trying to promote people picking different heroes, so every day certain heroes start with a little bonus item to, like, give them, like, it just makes you want to pick that hero more than you normally would, is all it is.
Just, like,
no,
ones you were good at.
No, nothing to do with that. It's completely random.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so, you know what, let's see. Chat, what's the hero? What's her hero?
Yeah, please be nice, chat.
No, they...
What's core?
Means you're going to be farming the lane. So there's 3 lanes. So there's 3 lanes, right? There's 3 cores. 1 core farms this lane, 1 core farms this lane, 1 core farms this lane. If you don't know what word I'm saying, please tell me. You know what farming the lane means?
Farming is when it comes to creeps.
When
right?
it kills creeps.
Okay.
So like, remember how I told you if you get the last hit, you get the gold. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So, but you'll get experience if the creep dies near you, but only if you deliver the killing blow.
You get it. Okay.
You get it. You get the gold.
So
farming means you're getting the gold. Yeah. Okay. So there's always there's 2 supports and 3 cores, and the reason why is because there's only 3 lanes, so only 3 people can farm lanes, right? You can't have. It's not ideal to have 2 people in the same lane both trying to get last hits. That's not good.
Okay.
Wraith King, Viper, filter by simplicity. That's not a bad idea. Oops.
Oh my god.
That is not what you want.
That one was so cute though.
She is one of the hardest heroes in the game. Okay. It just randomly picked us a hero because we ran out of time. Okay, so we're gonna focus it on Bristleback, Wraith King. All the PA is pretty good. DK.
Lena. A lot of people say
Sniper. Lena's hard.
Yeah,
You don't want Lena.
I don't want to do that.
We'll go to 1 stars. Wow, Skyrath is considered a 1 star. Lena's considered a 1 star? I call that bullshit. Like, you're telling me Lena's as easy to play as Luna? Bull fucking shit. Okay, okay, I agree that it should be... I think DK might be your best hero.
Who's that?
That was the one you were just playing.
Oh, a Dark Knight? Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight, yes. I think that might actually be the best hero. And the reason why I'm going to tell you and everyone else I think this might be the best hero, he's kind of boring. Okay? But you're going to be so busy focusing on learning the game, I hope you don't get bored. That's the goal, okay? So you know what? Okay, you know what? It's either Luna, DK. Oh my god. The thing about... Okay, it needs to be a hero with natural sustain, guys, because that's a really hard part of Dota. Sustain means that when you take damage... Okay, I'll explain that in a second. I have to show you. We have 30 extra seconds.
Okay.
Much obliged.
Okay, it's gonna be Luna. Luna's the hero. I'm officially declaring Luna to be the hero. So every game you're gonna have
I played her once.
you're gonna have 600 gold. So at the start of the game, this is what you're gonna see.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna have to buy stuff like this in the shop or when it's at the start of the game. You have to right click.
Okay, I had played with the mechanics part. I was messing around with her because that's what they gave me, and I used that, but I don't know how I used it. And I don't know what it did.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hand over the reins to her in a second, guys. Don't worry. Like I just want to make sure this gets set up properly. So we're by the way, F9 is pause. So whenever you're in the middle of a game and you just want to pause it, like if you're in your own lobby, obviously no, like in a pub, people can unpause it if they want. But like now it's just paused. Okay. First and foremost, you have information on the screen. We have so much information. Okay. So remember, I'm just giving you a refresher, and then this is a reminder that I've talked to her a bit about Dota, but she's never played, guys. So I'm going to give you a reminder, and everyone, if you were to watch this and you're new to the game, we have your items right here. We have your abilities. We have your gold. And we have your mini-map. And what the mini-map tells you is where your towers are, which towers they have left. Like all these red dots are towers. You'll see arrows on the map like these will be all of your allies, and they'll be color-coded. So you have yours is blue. And like if you look at an ally and it's like a purple one, it'll be up here. It'll be shaded purple, so you'll know which ally it is. Okay. So then let's see. So first and foremost, the one thing I saw last time was that you had
240.
That okay, yeah, that was your skill build. But we're gonna look at the fact that you had 3,000 gold in your ability to buy stuff. So I want you to push F and then D. I want you to rest your hand like this. Left hand,
paused?
yes, it's paused. F and then D. Hold F. Okay. So that's going to open your shop for you. So whenever you do anything with F, which is, okay, by the way, in all your hotkeys, whenever you're wondering when you use F, it's when it says Alt plus something.
Oh, so that's...
Alt is your F. Like this Alt modifier here says F means anything with Alt is
so
F.
FA move.
Yeah, FA is move, FZ is glyph,
okay.
FX is scan, and then right here it's FD is open your shop.
Okay.
Okay, and whenever you use those two hotkeys together, you have to hold F.
Okay.
Okay, so hold F and then push D again. So you notice it opens itself and closes itself. Okay, so first and foremost, you're going to shop like 50 times a game, at least.
Yeah.
So it's very important that that becomes very normal for you, that you just can open that upon command. Yeah, you know, I'm just making sure.
That's nice, because I didn't know that before, and I had to keep going down, and I was like, there's got to be easier ways to do
So now we're going to set up your items. We're going to give you, like, how to properly buy items at my level, in terms of the starting items and everything, and you're not going to think anything further than that. You're just going to have to buy them properly. So what you could do here is, okay, that's not good. Okay, so what we can do is we can edit this. So this is like the shop, and it has basics, which are just like the components of items, and then it has upgrades, which are like the combinations of these items. Like these items combined together to make these items. So what you can do is you can edit over here, such that rather than having to search through the entire shop, you can just do it over here. It's like all in front of you in the order you want it specifically. So like you can't customize this, but you can customize this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize this properly for you. So we're going to get rid of... Is it not custom? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you after I've done it. So, let's see. We're going to show you an order of items you're supposed to buy them. That's what we're making sure. We will worry about this item later.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you now, ignore anything I put down here, okay? These are items that I want you to consider for future. Like, I'm leaving them there to remind myself. But if it's down in the bottom group, if it's down here, don't buy them, okay? I'm going to have all your items above it. So it's just to remind myself in the future.
So just ignore that.
Ignore this bottom section, yes. Ignore the bottom section. So we will do that. So when you have an item that's combined, like it takes a bunch of different things, if you left click it, it'll show you what combines into it. So like if I left click this, yeah, it shows me.
Oh. Okay.
It shows me what combines into it. Okay, and all of these items down here, at the simplest level, will be in here. So like certain items have multiple combos. What I mean by that is this, and then this. So you can see that this builds into that. Like this is required to build that, and these are required to build that. The most basic level items, like the ones all the way down here, you'll see up here. And this. That doesn't matter. Let's not worry about that.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
okay, so we're just going to teach you. I'm getting a little too complicated. So let's make sure we get this right. So we're going to have this item here. We're going to have, let's see, butterfly, satanic, and so you'll have, yeah, that's all your 6 items. Cool. Okay, so let's make sure you get the hotkeys right. So a feature of Dota that nobody uses up until at least like 3K, or they've seen somebody else do it, like they don't realize it's a feature, is that, so first and foremost, right off the bat, when you have your 600 gold, you're going to left click, or right click, sorry, each one of these.
It's okay.
So you're going to right click each one of these. So like right now, I'm going to tell you to, I'm going to unpause the game, and you're going to right click each one of those to buy them.
Which ones am I getting again?
Starting items right up here. Okay, so that's going to be your starting items every single game. Okay, so we're going to pause.
Why is that one counting down?
Much obliged.
Why is what counting down? This? Okay.
Yeah.
So something they made in Dota, this could potentially change in the future. It's like something they update every now and then, is they give you a teleport scroll at the beginning of the game, and it's on cooldown. Remember how we mentioned this brief, like we were spitball? Okay, so this is just a teleport scroll, which allows you to teleport to any of your buildings. So
okay.
these green structures are your buildings, this one included, and this one. So all the towers, and then these 2 things, and your own base.
So would you just click on it in the map and then use it, or do you have to click on that?
Okay. So if you have Quickcast, if you click this button for TP, wherever your cursor is closest to is going to TP to you too. So like if I was in lane and I accidentally just push B, I'm going to TP to my own tower because it's like the closest thing to me. So I'm actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this button normal from just like it is for me. So what I'm telling you right now is that these 2 hotkeys are on Quickcast. This bottom left and bottom middle are on Quickcast. So if you can remember, never put teleport scrolls in these 2 slots.
Okay.
Always have teleport scrolls somewhere else.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, because what's going to happen is I'm going to show you all of your late game items, like all your items that you're eventually going to have to learn how to use. And I'll teach you that one of the skills in Dota is to have each item in a specific slot so that you get used to using that hotkey to use that item. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't, even though like this is an activatable item, you don't want one game to have to push T, then G, then the mouse button, then a B. You know what I mean? You want to be using it on the same hotkey every single game. So you get used to like, oh shit, I need to use the item. That button.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, we're good on the teleport scroll, right? So that it's just, if any item is doing this, it's counting down. That means you can't use it right now.
It's pretty much just don't use it.
So, like, you can't use it.
But I mean, like, that's just something that's there. But
Yeah, it's telling you you have the item, but you're not allowed to use it for 88 seconds. That's what, anytime any item is doing this, it'll say you're not allowed to use this item for 88 seconds, or however long the counter is going for. Okay. So, a feature nobody uses, okay, is called your quick buy. So see how it says drag items to add to your quick buy? So when you open the shop, we're gonna practice here. Open the shop. I'm getting up to help you. So go ahead and what chair do you want to sit in? I'm gonna sit on the bed.
I don't care. Oh, thank you.
Okay, in that chair? Yeah, cool. I've got my sandwich, so I gotta make sure I eat my sandwich. Where is my sandwich?
Right, I got that.
Okay. Oh, that was bad. We're good. I almost just like threw the sandwich at you. Okay, so put your hand on the mouse and rest your hand on the keyboard. Okay, so we gotta make sure you get. Is that natural for you?
Yeah, I just gotta get used
Okay.
to not. I like it better when space was.
Okay,
where I
so move your Okay, if you click on the mini map, your camera will go there. Left click.
Doesn't matter where.
Yeah, left click. Okay, so that's where it's gonna go. Your camera's gonna move there, and if you want to take it back to your hero, push 1 twice. Or I guess there's 1.
I didn't only have to push it once.
Okay, yeah. For whatever reason, I thought it was twice.
Oh, I hate this chair.
It's
It's
for-
gonna fall out of it.
I mean, you can use that chair. For whatever reason, in my mind, I think twice, but it's just once. Okay, so remember that. 1, if you're ever like, where the fuck is my camera going? Just push 1 and it'll go back to your hero.
Okay.
So that's like a really important thing for especially new people, because like, you'll randomly control your camera without realizing it a lot. Okay, so whenever your camera's off. So okay, so we're gonna practice something. This is something you're gonna do at the start of every single game. Okay, all the things I'm teaching you today are things you have to get in the habit of doing every single game. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. FD to open the shop, and you can. Okay. Shift click this button. Shift
click
and then
it?
left click. Whenever I say 2 commands, right here on this. Okay. So what that does is it puts it down here.
Okay. Oh, that's the quick
Okay.
buy.
So how you use quick buy is that you're gonna scroll down on this. What I mean by that is when you have the gold to buy something. Okay. So see how none of these are highlighted?
Yeah.
That means you don't have enough gold to buy them. Like you have 10 gold, you can't buy them yet. So if we give you. By the way, to give yourself gold, you just do this and then enter a number. Like it'll give you a bajillion gold. We're gonna give you 1,000. Oops, sorry. If that ever opens, it's this button.
Okay.
You might accidentally push it. You don't have to worry about this unless you're like really into Dota. Okay,
So does the store need to be open in order to quick buy it?
no,
or
you don't have to have the store open, but you have to have the store open to get it there in the first place. It's shift click. Remember? Okay, so
Yeah.
do it again on a different item. Open the shop and then just do it on a different item. Okay, do it on Ring of Aquila again, which is the right here. Okay, perfect. And now, if you want to have multiple items in your quick buy, meaning you want to buy this and then you want to buy your next item, go back to your shop and then push Control,
Where's control on your
bottom
board?
left, then Shift, then click Boots.
Oh.
See that?
Yeah.
And if you have like, say you accidentally have 20 items in here, or you just want to clear it, you can just shift click the Aquila again. And then see how it went back to normal? But if you do Control Shift and then click a bunch of Aquilas, it's just it's like overflowing. Technically, it's all the way down here. You can't see it anymore, but there's gonna be like 20 Aquilas in there. Okay? So see how it keeps filling it up with the components
Yeah.
you need? Okay, so any of this stuff you forget, by the way, just you can ask me real quick. Like, I want you to remember that you can do it, but if you forget how to do it, that's easy to ask me, right? You just say, I can't
How?
remember how you put in your
How
quick
do I
buy.
do that?
How do I do that? Okay, so at the start of the game, you're going to do this. So notice how now they're highlighted? Because I gave you 1,000 gold. So as the game's going on and you're getting gold, these things are going to highlight. So to buy them, you have to unpause the game. So let's see if you remember how to unpause. It's the same as pausing.
I don't even remember how to do either. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Scroll down on your mouse wheel. Slowly. Like one notch at a time. Why is it?
It's just giving me a bunch of
I
those.
reversed it. Sorry, I reversed it on your hotkeys.
I was like, why is it giving me like a bunch of that?
I know, I reversed it.
God, Brian.
Okay. Okay, now scroll down on your mouse wheel. Slowly.
Just 5 TVs.
See how it's buying your items and it's putting the items together? Buy one more. See? Now your Aquila's in your inventory. Okay. So when you get in these lobbies, by the way, just do this.
Now I have 5 of those portal
Yeah, I
things.
accidentally gave
Woo!
you. Yeah, so this right here is called your sticky. So if you scroll up, you buy TPs. So I had them reversed, so when you scroll down, you bought a bunch of TPs.
Oh, thank you. I
But
was
so
wondering, I was like,
scrolling
stop doing
down
the
is
things.
going to buy whatever's in here, and scrolling up is going to buy this. And just remember, if you forget, you can just like do this. You know, just experiment. Notice how I gave you 2 more TPs. And we need to buy. If you ever like mess up, you just go, oh, and give yourself a little bit more gold to work with. Okay. So make sure at the beginning of every game you buy one of these.
How did you get that chat box, by the way?
What chat box? Oh, enter.
Oh.
I was like, what chat box? Okay, so enter.
That's how you flame all chat.
Yeah, that's how you flame people in all chat. If you want to all chat, you shift enter. Let's see, it says to all. We're not going to worry about that. Flaming all chats down the road.
okay.
That flaming the opponents or your teammates is definitely a trait you need to learn how to use.
What is that?
So this is a courier, okay? So what it does is, like, for instance, in other MOBAs like League of Legends, you have to actually be in base to buy items. So, like, the reason why you're able to buy this item right now is because this guy's right here, and you're in the base. So he's selling you, he's theoretically selling you the item. If you're, so I'm just going to show you all the hotkeys I've already shown you. So we have an Aquila, I'm just going to get rid of it. Not going to worry about telling you how to do that yet. Oops, sorry. So we're going to shift click it, put it in our quick buy. See, if I'm out here where I'm not near the shop, and I do the down scroll thing,
What a dead lane is?
it puts it in my stash rather than on my hero.
Oh.
So what the courier's for is, so if I'm walking back to base, and what the base does is if I lose health, if I'm like missing health or mana, I can go back here and it'll refill it. I can't show you because I'm full health, full mana right now, but it'll refill it, and then I can choose to grab it.
Okay.
You see that? And if I grab it. Okay, so what happens is, if I'm at base and I buy it, it just puts it in my inventory automatically. But if I'm not at base, okay. Let me make sure I get these hotkeys right before I teach you them.
Anyone here know what a dead lane is?
Let me see how your hotkey. Ah, no, that's not what I want. Why? Okay. What am I doing here? Making sure your hotkeys are set up properly. Okay. So, you have 2 choices. I'm going to give you 2 options, whatever is more comfortable for you. So, first and foremost, remember how 1 is select your hero? 2 is select your
Anyone here know what a
courier.
dead lane is?
So, push 2. Okay,
Hate your keyboard.
so now it's on courier. So, if you want the courier to deliver you this item, you have 2 choices. Whatever is more easier for you. You can push F1, and it's going to do it in that 1 button. So see how the courier is walking you now?
How cute.
Okay. The other option, so we're going to buy you another item on your courier, just to practice. So the courier, if it's at base, which you can see on the minimap, see how the minimap tells you where your
Yeah.
courier is? If it's at base, like so, okay, we're going to worry about that later.
Okay.
So you can either do F1, or
know what a dead
you can
lane
select
is?
the courier, again,
Okay.
and then do DT.
Do what now?
Push D and then T. Whatever is easier for you. So you can do F1 or 2
I like
DT.
F1.
You like F1? That's
Yeah.
fine. Like, I'm saying I only don't use F1 regularly because I'm not used to it. I've literally
I
used
probably like
I
F1
used
better.
the 3 hotkeys in a row for like 5 years. So that's why
I like it because it's like right there. So
I don't even
Yeah.
know what my hotkeys are, but I use them.
So whenever you have an item in base or that's not on you, if you just do this and then push F1,
Anyone here know what a dead lane is?
it's going to deliver it to you.
Oh, okay. Why is it flying?
At 3 minutes, it automatically becomes flying. It makes it move faster and harder to kill. If people can kill your courier, by the way, the other team can kill your courier, and they get like gold, and then you can't use the courier. The courier is actually really important because imagine that nobody outside of your base is allowed to get any items.
And you bought the courier?
At the beginning of the game, you have to buy as 50 gold. In most of your games, like actual games, you won't have to buy courier.
Oh,
But,
so it's just for everyone.
yeah,
not
there's 1 courier for everybody. I love how it says it restocks in 10 hours. I never noticed that. Okay, so do you ever notice that either?
Never noticed that
Yeah,
either.
no, I mean, so apparently if you have a 10-hour game, you can have 2 couriers.
2 couriers.
Yeah,
Poggers.
okay. So once you buy an item, the biggest habit I need you to get into is whatever the next item on this list is, you need to shift click it.
Okay.
And why I'm telling you to do this is, go ahead and put these on.
Which one's which?
That's right. This one's right. Okay, you're good. So, why I'm telling you to do this is we're gonna spend your gold.
Oh, the auditory sound.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Well,
It's
This is
a
weird.
audio cues are huge, by the way. Drop. Okay. So notice your gold right now. I'm gonna put boots in your quick buy. So now they're in your quick buy. If they're not highlighted, that means you can't buy them because you don't have
Yeah.
enough gold. And if you want to see how much gold it costs, you just hover over it and it tells you. So once you hit 500 gold, you're gonna hear something. We're gonna wait till it ticks. You get gold slowly but surely over time. So listen to what happens when you get 500 gold. You heard that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's a huge deal because when you're in Dota, you're very busy doing things. When I don't have items in my quick buy, I forget to buy things. Even at my tier, I forget to buy stuff because I'm so busy focusing on everything else that I forget. So the reason why it's so nice to have it in quick buy is because you're just playing Dota and suddenly you hear ding and you're like, oh, and you buy your item and it's like a nice little reminder that you have an item to buy.
Gotcha.
So then buy your
That's
item.
nice, actually.
So buy your item. I'm trying not to tell you hotkeys if I can avoid it.
Which one am I buying?
You're buying the item in your quick buy.
Is that the control shift one?
This is mouse.
No, wait, this is the map. Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, and then deliver it to yourself.
Wait, I didn't mean to buy that
It's
one.
fine. It's honestly fine if you ever accidentally buy TPs. Deliver those to yourself. You remember? F1. No, we're gonna get this process down. Once I tell you it like 10 times, you'll remember.
Yeah, I just need to
I'm
keep
not
hearing
expecting
it.
you to remember. I'm just giving you a chance. Okay.
Yeah, I just need to keep hearing him.
So these 3 slots right here are backpack, and what that means is that you are carrying these items on your hero, but they're not actually doing anything.
Okay.
Like
So-
Explore.
When you have a branch, these are really cheap items, by the way, and you have boots, you can either drop the branch for practice, which means you just you literally click it and drag it.
What do those do?
They're just one stat, like they're just
Oh.
one all attributes, stats. We'll talk about stats in a bit.
I
So
can hear you eating.
Hopefully, it's
can you get? Can you? This is going on YouTube, man. Come on, don't fucking eat into the mic. So when you have an item in your backpack, especially one that you just bought, you just drag it, and it like takes a bit to be used. But once see how it's like, you're not allowed to use it for 6 seconds. Okay, it's in your inventory. Okay, so we're gonna practice this.
Okay.
You're gonna start the game.
Oh, jeez. You want me to do all of that you just taught me, don't you?
I'm gonna see however much you can do, and I'm gonna guide you along the way.
It's gonna take some seconds.
So create lobby, start game. You're gonna pick Luna. She's in the Agi heroes, and they're all alphabetical.
Where is she again?
So you have intelligence, agility, and strength. Yeah, there she is. You're gonna click her, and then you're gonna buy your items. They're right there for you.
Just these ones,
Yep,
right? All
there.
of them?
Yep. Oh,
Why is
oh,
that going-
left click. That's really confusing that it does that. In the pre-game screen, apparently, it's left click.
I was like, it's not working.
I'm not even used to that, but yeah, it is.
Mine's right click, I'm pretty sure.
That's really weird. Wait, what click were you using?
I was right clicking.
I
I was left clicking and it wasn't doing anything.
Oh, okay, then right
It's
click.
right
Yeah, it's always right click.
Yeah.
That confused me. I figured she was right clicking from the get go, but I should have assumed I was right. Yeah. Some things I don't even remember what the hotkeys are because I just do it so
Yeah.
like second nature.
That's why I was like, wait, I'm
Exactly.
doing the opposite.
Okay, so this is gonna be something you have to get used to. This is something I haven't taught you yet, but because, for the record, we're actually just gonna have you not buy one of those branches, just for the sake of a courier.
Okay.
So we're gonna have this and then this, just so you get used to
okay.
it. So you'll buy that like you normally did. That gives you a courier, and then so I'm gonna have you put an Aquila in your quick buy.
Oh. There's an easier way to do this, isn't there?
No, you did the shop. You're right. That's it, right there. You did it. Okay. So you're gonna go to bottom lane every game. So go ahead and right click your hero up.
What?
Right click is a move command. So
Oh, I don't know. what's
right
going
click.
on.
Sorry. So we'll get
You
used to
got
the terminology.
Which one did you put as the? Okay.
Okay. So right click, and you
Space.
want to go to this tower every game. So you want to move. It's gonna be to the right. So you're gonna notice how it's gonna be like a lane that you walk down.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna try to incorporate this Aquila purchase in the middle of a laning stage. We're gonna see how it goes. So these items right here, what they do is when you take damage, they give you health regen. So when your hero's ever missing health, you're gonna use these on a tree. So I'm gonna
Okay.
practice you using it on a tree. So this mouse button is your first mouse, is the front one. So you have to push the front one, and then click a tree. Left click. There you go. See how you ate the tree and it used one, and then it tells you you're regenning. That's what those do. So those are good whenever you're missing a bit of health.
So
go ahead and walk to like right here. And
you can just use that with anything, really.
Yes. So just remember that these two items are on Quickcast. So like if this was on Quickcast, you would literally have to have your mouse on a tree and then click the button. But the reason why you don't want all of your items on Quickcast is because you don't want to accidentally TP all over the place.
So these ones are in... okay, but how can I use those again? How do I use them?
These are... These are passive items. What that means is that there's no button to actually use the item.
Okay.
So if there's no button to actually use the item, then it's not going to have a button to show you. So like if
how
I
are
move
those
this, if I
used?
move this TP, because this is a usable item, it tells me what button to use. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like since these items can't be used, like they just don't have a button because there's nothing you can use them on. Okay, so when you are skilling an ability, there's two ways to do it. There's the noob way, quote unquote, where you click this little plus sign, okay, and that levels up. The appropriate way, which you're gonna learn, is to push Control and then whatever the hotkey is for that ability. So remember, it's QWER.
What?
So
these four?
Yeah, so it's QWER, and you have to push, just like when you know how I said F and then D, you have to hold F. It's just like that. Every time there's a chain of commands, you have to hold the first button.
So I would want to do that one?
It's E, every game. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you the proper skill build. You're going to do it every single game, and you're going to get in the habit of every time you level up, you're going to push it. But what we're trying to do is we're eliminating your need to think about what the proper skill build is. Because that's hard. But just making sure you level the ability.
You don't like what I did earlier?
By the way, I saw her have 240 on DK, guys. So like I knew this needed to happen. So we're going to unpause the game, and you're going to do... And this is something you can do right at the start. So you're going to do Control E. See how it leveled your ability?
So why did I want that one first?
So let's read your abilities. So because you're going to play a lot of games of Luna. Your first ability.
I'm going to play 99 games.
Nah, I don't know about 99. I mean, it's up to you.
Anyone here know what a deadline is?
So it tells you a lot in the ability. There's a lot to read. But long story short, it says ability is unit target. That means you have to actually target something. Certain things you can just target the ground, and it'll throw something in that direction. With this, you have to actually target a unit, meaning a creep, a hero, anything like that. Affects enemies. Certain abilities can be used on allies. So this only affects enemies. So immediately you know you can't like use it on your own guys. So it says calls a beam of lunar energy down upon an enemy, damaging and briefly stunning them. So it tells you how long it stuns them for. And then remember how this works with the 4. So what that does is like it tells you at level 1 it does 75 damage, at level 2 it does 150, and so on. So every time you level it, you're giving yourself more damage on that beam. Okay? So it's like an ability that you have to use. Okay? So what we're going to see the difference is, so that's an ability you have to use. So that's what it is. All it is a nice damage little beam thing. Moonglaves. It makes it so causing her attacks to bounce between enemy units. So if I were to attack this guy right here, the attack I throw will then bounce around and hit multiple people.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it helps you farm faster because you kill a bunch of creeps at once, and it also makes it later on you kill heroes too because bounces between heroes. And then so this is an ability that what happens is it says damage reduction per bounce. It means every bounce does less damage. So early on,
would that work with towers too? Like if there was...
If you hit a tower, it'll bounce to things around it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll
and if
see
you hit
it.
a hero, will it bounce to the tower next to the hero? If there's
Yes.
one? Okay.
It does.
Yes.
That sounded like a questionable.
No,
yes,
I'm
but
like,
it is.
it's just all these things I'm making sure I'm not wrong about. So yes, it tells you the bounce radius is 500. 500 is about this far. This far.
Okay.
So like, if you attack something and there's something within this range of it, it'll bounce to it.
Not your own team though, right?
No, only
Okay.
enemies. Does it say enemies? No,
making
but
sure.
your attacks, if it ever says attacks, it's just enemies. So the reason why you level this ability is it says increases the damage dealt by attacks from Luna and nearby allied heroes. Luna is also blessed with... Okay, well now we're going to care about the Vision at Night. The reason why you level this ability is because it gives you bonus damage, level 1. So you can see how much damage you do right here. So your hero hits for 47. So at the beginning of the game, all that matters is getting the last hit on creeps. It's much easier to get the last hit on creeps if you hit for 61 than it is if you hit for 47. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So level 1, you want the... Even though this is theoretically like more damage because it says 75, it costs mana to use that. See the mana cost?
Yeah.
You only have 300, so you can't just use this all the time. Right? This one is a passive, which means it's free. You don't have to do anything. It's just there. You have it. Same with this. Like, see how they say passive? That's why Luna's quite a simple hero, because her two main like farming damage abilities are just passives. She doesn't have to actually push buttons. You just have to level them, and then you get the bonuses. Okay, so you just have extra damage. That's why we leveled this every game. So what we're going to now practice you doing is your goal. Okay, how should I describe CSing, Ricky?
Doing what?
CSing means getting last hits. Okay.
I mean, it's like what earns you gold.
Okay.
It's like...
So we're gonna teach you the proper form. Okay, that's all we're gonna do. I think we're actually gonna end with like getting to Aquila gold today. And my goal for you, if you actually wanted, like, if we're trying to get better at Dota, is to go into the game, buy all these items, buy the courier, queue up Aquila, learn to last hit creeps, get enough gold for Aquila, buy it, and do that until you've done it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's your item. It's in your quick buy already.
So it's 965.
Yeah, 965. It'll be about, because these two items go into it, it'll be about 700 for you to get there. So you start at 80. Creeps give about 40. So you have to get about 12 to 13 creeps, and then you'll have it. So go ahead and unpause the game and move your... Before you unpause, go ahead and always have your hand on the mouse and your left hand on the keyboard. Like, you, every time you're about to unpause. So, well, yeah, it'll be like that. Exactly. So, use your left hand to unpause, and then... So, to hit a creep, you have to A-click it. So, okay, sorry, you have to A it. You have to literally have your mouse over it and push A. And it'll attack it. Okay? So, just push stop. Nice. Okay, see if you can get this one. I'm not even going to teach you.
Well, there's like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to wait.
Okay, go ahead and A-click your own guy, or A on your own guy.
Why?
Okay, I'll teach you that later.
Wait, why did I do that?
Okay, try to deny this. There you go. Okay. So you want to try to time it. See how it's slowly dying? Try to time it.
Wait, what?
Okay. Oh, okay. This is funny. The only way I can learn is to see what you can't do. Okay.
Wait, what? I don't know if you're wanting me to attack my own team.
Okay. Remember, this is all process, right? So it's not your fault. So basically, the idea is, I'm going to explain this in layman's terms for newer people. You don't want the lane to go farther out.
Yeah.
See how?
Wait, so can I kill my
so
own
when
creeps?
when the lane goes to your tower, the tower is going to kill enemy creeps, and what's going to happen is all of your creeps are going to live.
So
because
wait,
the
if
tower's
I kill
killing
mine
them.
for last kill, I get gold off.
You don't get gold.
Okay, then why would I want to do that?
You don't want the lane to push.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm saying that the way I try to explain it is you want the lane to stay here permanently. Like you actually want like almost every game, not every game, but
So you just want to kill your own guys.
You want, so if you think about it, if you do nothing, the creeps are all going to attack each other. And then they're going to all kill each other. And then it's going to happen every 30 seconds. But if you go for a last hit, you're effectively attacking the enemy and pushing the lane, like making it so the enemy creeps die faster than your own creeps. So the only way to keep the lane right here is to, for every attack you issue to an enemy, you have to also do one to your own guy.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can only attack your own guys when they're below half.
Oh. Okay.
So that's like the rule to it. Otherwise, you could just like kill off your own guys all you wanted.
So you just want to time it out, right?
So I'm going to show you real quick. Do you mind if I sit down for a second?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to show you the proper form to last it, and then we're gonna. So I'm going to start the game over because this is, remember, you're going to be getting in this habit. So you're going to. Okay, I'll show you how to start the game over. This is something that should take honestly 2 or 3 hours for you to perfect. Like, I want it perfected, and then you'll never have to worry about it again. Do you agree, Ricky? Is that a decent approach? Yeah. Like, she'll never have to worry about the first 2 minutes again?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Like, in low games, like, this is the only
So I'm just voicing out to you what I'm doing. Picking Luna. Right-clicking all of your items. And then you can skip ahead, by the way. You don't have to wait for this to count down. You can just...
Oh, okay.
Just so you know. So, opening shot. FD. Shift clicking Aquila. Then we're going to right click our hero all the way out to the lane. What else do we have to do?
Good plan.
Well, you want to buy the third
I want to level my ability, right?
with E?
Yeah, so how do I do that?
Is that Shift E or Control E? Control E, huh?
If you try shift, it just ain't gonna work.
Okay, so
so
it's control.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, with all that kind of stuff, feel free to just... If it's the wrong button, it's just not
That's
gonna
fine.
work. It's just not gonna work. Okay, so... Just for simplicity, put your hero, like, around here every game. Just like right here. Actually, no, put it under tower. Put it, like, right here. What under tower means it's within tower range of your own tower. So when somebody ever uses the word under tower. So, if you get to this point, you can just do start game, like, to accelerate it. Just makes the game start. Oh my god, is it actually... Okay, don't do that.
Why?
There's a lot of random bugs in Dota where the game is supposed to start, and the creeps are supposed to come out, and the game starts, but the creeps didn't spawn, so... There's really random bugs with Dota that I don't understand.
Free game.
Yeah, free game, it's in beta, don't bitch. By the way, for everyone watching, I will be playing stream as normal once we get this first lesson done. Okay, so, picking Luna. Right-clicking all of your own items. Skip ahead. All that's just to be faster. And then what you can do is you can practice just, like, doing this along the way. So you can, like, move your hero here. And then FD. Shift click. Now you have your item in your quick buy. You can just FD again to get out. And then Control E.
Anyone here know what a dead lane
And you're
is?
set. So we're just going to wait for the game to start. And I'm going to show you proper CSing. So that I can tell you exactly what you're supposed to do. That's the goal. And I'm going to talk about briefly... All Dota is habit form. That's like all it is. You just have to get the right habits down. So I'm teaching you stuff. I'm actually going to teach you something about CSing that I didn't learn until 6 months ago. But it's really not hard. It's just something that... The only reason I didn't learn it is because I didn't realize how important it was. So I just didn't do it. It's not like... something that is complicated on it's not complicated once you know you're supposed to do it is basically a lot about Dota, and the reason why it's such a not noob friendly game is because there's so many things that unless somebody explicitly tells you to do them, you just never do them. So that's our goal right here is when I'm telling you all these things, like I guarantee you not a single person that begins this game for the first 1,000 hours does this, the quick buy.
Okay.
Not a single person. I guarantee it. Like, not a single one. Unless a friend of theirs explicitly told them to do it. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's going to count down from 130 to 0, and then the creeps are going to spawn. And remember, just clicking 1 goes back to your hero. It's always good to practice that.
The courier one?
I bought the courier. It just spawns automatically.
Oh, okay.
Like, you don't have to do it. Once you buy it in the pregame, you don't have to do anything else. So, reminder, every time I attack, it pushes the lane, right? So I want the lane to stay where it is, so that means every time I attack an enemy creep, I have to attack my own. So, what you can do is, you don't have to wait to attack an enemy, you can attack your own when it hits half. So I can do this, and then I can attack this one. See what I did there? So
yeah.
now the lane's about equal, because I attack my own.
You just have to hover over it and hit A?
Yeah, your mouse has to be over it and hit A.
Okay.
So the best way to do it, this is the stuff I did not learn until literally 6 months ago, is the best habit to get into is to identify which creep you want to kill next. And all that is looking at which creep is the lowest health. So, like, if I unpause, this creep is dying, and it's dying the fastest. But both of these on my team are dying about equally. The reason why is because all 3 of my creeps are attacking this one, like 2 of them are attacking this one, and 1 of them is attacking this one. So I look at this and say, this is the next creep I want to kill, right? Because it's the lowest one. It's going to die first. So I'm going to have my mouse over it,
And then just
A, but then push S. And what that does, if I A over it and then push S, that makes my hero face the creep and then stop. The S is stop, remember? So what I'm saying is, so like right now, if I want to deny this creep, but not yet, I hover my mouse over it, I push A, and then I stop. And what that means is I'm facing the creep now, and whenever I want to attack it, I can.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so now I'm facing, because a lot of it's turn rate. If you don't do that, which you were doing, I'm showing you this real quick. If I want to kill this creep and I don't do that, I have to A, and then my hero has to turn, then move. See that?
Oh.
Okay, so I'm preventing you from having to do the turn and move thing. So like, watch what I'm saying about the A. So the way I try to teach it is A, stop, A. So the A faces you, the S makes it so you don't attack, and then the last A is the one that you're using to kill it. So on my own creep here, A, stop, A. Alright, I missed it. A, stop, A. Okay, A, this one, A, stop, A.
Okay, yeah.
I'm waiting for it to be low enough to die. A, stop, A, and then attack it. Oh, I mean, I'm trying to talk while doing this.
No, I know what you're saying.
So, it's a really good habit. The A, stop, A thing, I did not learn forever. And it's really, like, easy to do if you just know you're supposed to do it. So, like, which one's dying? Right here? This one. So, A, stop. A. A, stop, A. Stop, A.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
See it? It's all habit. Once you get it down, it's, like, really easy.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm telling you the first couple times, I'm fully expecting you to feel like a potato. Right? A, stop, A. So what denies do is they effectively keep the lane. Notice how, with yours, the creeps were already walking all the way up here. But with mine, the lane's been here the whole time. It's just been staying here. It effectively keeps the lane where it is. But also, if you get the actual deny, like meaning you get the last hit on your own creep, the opponent gets less experience for it dying. A lot less.
Okay.
So, and also, if you get the last hit, guess who's not getting the last hit?
Exactly.
The other guy. So that it denies the gold from them potentially getting the last hit, but it also makes them gain less experience. So denies do matter, but I'd rather you like. So your goal is to get the last hit on every single creep. So we're gonna just one more time show you A, stop, A, because I see this one's dying. A, stop, A, because my own creep's dying next. And then if I want to kill this one off, I don't actually have to wait for it to be at 0. See how I attack that one twice to kill it faster? See, like this one I can attack it twice to kill it faster.
Are you hitting A, stop, A, and then A again?
A, stop, A again.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, the second A is the one issuing the command. And then A, and then I see this. I want to kill my own first because I want to keep the lane back. Yeah. A, stop, A. We see this creep and this creep are dying about the same time, so we'll go ahead and kill mine off first. A, stop, A. A, stop, A. A, stop, A. Okay, you see it? Okay. So notice how these have all highlighted, so I would... How do I buy them?
Oh. Shit. I can't remember if that's F1 or not.
Scroll down.
Which one's F1?
F1 delivers them to you.
Okay.
So I scroll down to buy them, and then push F1. And now
So
this
you scroll
courier...
down and you scroll up for the other one?
You scroll up for TPs.
Okay.
But for now, you won't have to worry about that.
Didn't you have it at F1 before you had it at scroll?
Yes.
Is that what I'm thinking that?
No, you didn't. I didn't.
Yes.
I'm not, like, trying to...
The
be mean, it's
SJW
just not.
dynasty of yoga.
If, by the way, if you ever lose track of the courier, meaning you're not sure what it's doing, select your own hero, and push F1. So now, notice how I'm losing a lot of health to creeps? This is when I would tango. These are called tangos.
Oh, hit the trees.
Yeah, hit the tree, and notice how my... You can tell how much you're regening. I have 9.5. Right here. So, like, if I'm not... Once this tango expires, see how it's, like, about to expire? I have 9.8 right now. Now I only have 1.7.
Oh, wow.
So, like, the tangos, you know, it's just regen over time. It's going to make it so I slowly get my health back. Okay. So, once you get to the Aquila and it's delivered to you, we're done with today's lesson. So, I'm going to see you do it once or twice, and then it's on you to work on it yourself.
Okay. Did you already get it?
I
Oh,
did
you
it.
just
Yes,
did?
I already did it. It should only take about 3 or 4 minutes game time if you do it perfectly. If you're missing last hits, it'll take longer than
I'll
that.
probably miss some.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
So-
I'm saying perfect is like 3 or 4 minutes. So if you get in like 6, that means the next time your goal is 5.5, then 5, then 4. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna. I'm Am I expecting you to see us as well as me? I've played the game for like 7 years. No. I'm not telling you, be as good as me right now, damn it.
No, I just need to remember everything.
Sorry, go to quit. Sorry, real quick, quit. Okay. So, series of events. Play Dota,
Nova could use a
browse, or create, sorry. And then start. Okay. Let's see how much you can get without me telling you. Feel free to ask.
No, that's where I'm worried. Oh, sorry, did I
There you
just
go.
whack you?
No, you're good. Feel free to ask me, but I'm gonna watch.
Okay. Is there any order I need to do that in?
For now, no.
Okay.
Baby steps.
I was just making sure.
You're good.
Okay. So I can just click right here on the map.
You could. You right click it. Left click moves your camera there, right click moves your hero there.
That's not where I wanted to go.
Let's go.
Couple things you have to do before
Where
the
are
game
you?
starts.
Yeah.
You ever lose track of your hero,
Okay.
you can just. Okay.
Was it this one?
Yes. It'll always be in the order the items are there.
Wait. I'm
There's-
totally blanking. Did I do something wrong?
You have to something and then click it. It's either control or shift every time. So if one doesn't work, it's the
Okay.
other one. Okay. In all these commands, it's either control or shift. So now level up your third ability. Okay, nailed it.
Got it.
So the shop is shift and your ability is control. You get used, like once you do it, you'll literally not even think about it. I guarantee you by the 5th or 6th time that you're doing this, you'll completely remember which one's control and which one's shift. That's the goal of this, is that you'll no longer have to think about any of this crap when you're playing. This is all the hard crap, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is-
like the first like 2 minutes of the game dictate like the next 20 minutes. Actually,
Yeah, if you fuck up if you do this part of the game 10 times better than everyone else that sucks at this game, you're just gonna like win half your game simply because you did the first 2 minutes way better than they did.
Gee, how do you get out of 1K?
This. This. Okay, so the game's gonna start. You can see how the timer started at the top. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk to her about creep aggro, but we'll worry about that later. That's the next lesson.
About
So
what?
make sure the creeps meet each other before you get in their way. So like move down a little bit.
On the hunt.
Wait for the creeps to meet each other, and then we're gonna practice the A stop A thing. They meet each other at about 24. Around there, 26.
Is that right here?
It's good. Yeah, they're gonna meet right there. So every time.
Oh, they just
So
popped
move
out of
your hero out.
nowhere.
Identify which creep you want next, and then A stop.
Oh shit. I don't know.
No, stop! Oh, so
I
you have
forgot
to, click
to
stop. No,
stop.
stop. Okay.
Don't yell at me, you're
I'm
freaking
gonna
me
yell.
out.
I'm gonna yell so you do it. Okay, so you're facing the one you want to kill. A.
You want
Then your own.
No, that was wrong.
Yep, you got it. Doesn't matter. You're doing it right. You're just not getting it. Okay.
for Salamene.
Nice. 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 Okay. Now back off. Whenever creeps are attacking you, back up. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Try.
Okay, you're fine.
Aw, man.
It's fine. Just identify which creep's dying. Okay.
For Dark Moon.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You're fine.
The hunt.
This is expected. Now you have to level your first ability.
Why the fuck did they disappear so fast?
Because I'll talk about that in a second. So you have to level your first ability. Okay, nailed it. So if you push the lane out, you've already failed. Meaning
Well, I just
if
did.
the lane's out here. So I'm gonna show you why that happened, okay?
Okay.
This is gonna be explaining it to noobs, but also this may even teach people who are like 4K. Let's see, create.
All
Why are you laughing?
It's chat.
That's really funny. I'm pretty sure this is funny. Better CSing than BSJ. It's pretty funny. So we're just going through the motions for you. My goal is that I don't have to, like, after I leave you alone to yourself, you won't have to do this anymore.
gonna stream, but really I'm just gonna use this computer.
Yeah. I hope Start Game just works.
What?
Nice, it worked.
You owe it to me.
Okay, so
Did you just teleport him?
yeah, it's a cheat. I'm not gonna have you worry about that
No, I
because it's
don't.
not something you can actually do in a game. Okay, so the idea is the creeps by default meet right here. Meaning, if you weren't to do anything, they would meet right there every single time.
I think what I should have done is I probably should have attacked my creeps more than I
Yes,
attacked the other
yes,
side.
that is absolutely true. Yes.
Genius.
Whenever the lane, no. Whenever the lane goes into your tower, meaning it goes this way, that means you attacked your own creeps too much. If the lane goes that way, that means you attacked the enemy creeps too much.
Well, I knew that too because I kept looking for the one that was like more like
Okay.
downside.
So here's the part
It
that's
was
going to teach
definitely not.
3K people, 4K people. Okay, you ready? So if the creeps by default meet here, for the people on stream, right here, then what's going to happen is if the creeps meet right here, the lane, the best way to explain it, the lane naturally pushes. Meaning, if you attack the enemies exactly the same amount as you attack your own, the lane's going to push. If the lane's right here. Because what happens is, what happened to you, where your range creeps...
Well, I just
Are
attacked.
these?
I didn't attack my
No,
own.
what happens is these range creeps, if your range creep lives from the previous wave, meaning, what happens, okay, towards the end of when you're killing the waves off, this is at the start of the game, when this creep wave is, okay, I'm going to show you. I'm actually just going to show you, rather than try to explain it. Yeah, it's much better to show. I don't know why I'm trying to conceptually talk about this. So a lot about what has to do with the lane doing what it did in your game is not these two creep waves. It's this creep wave getting here before these kill each other.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So what happens is, if I were to leave these alone, just, you know, letting it play out. Can't fast forward at all because it's not a replay. And say I accidentally make it so this creep lives. This one right here.
Let's go.
Watch how drastic it is. You see how ridiculous this got?
Yeah.
Out of, like, very quickly?
Yeah. This
So,
is a lot more.
Yeah,
going
this
that
is
way.
exactly what yours looked like, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, the main culprit for why the lane pushes is because your range creep lives from the previous wave.
Okay.
So now you have two range creeps. Just so you know, the range creeps do like almost double damage of the other ones. So if you have two of these, you effectively have like 7 creeps when they have 5 or 4.
Yikes.
Okay, so it's a yikers. Yeah, it's a yikes. So your main focus every wave should be to make sure your own range creep dies before the next one gets here. So oftentimes that means attacking your own creeps more than attacking enemy creeps. So like, if I show you that real quick, I'm going to show you in a demo because it doesn't matter. It's just going to be a different looking lane, but it's still the same mechanic. And you can practice this in here if you want. You can just click Luna without starting the game and use demo.
Okay.
So it's going to look different, but it's like the same idea. This is where if you don't feel comfortable, you can just practice. So same idea. I'm going to control E. Just to level my ability. We're not going to worry about like the Ring of Aquila or anything like that. So if I attack my own unit... Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Right, just like that?
I totally fucked that up. Okay, so right now, this isn't going to die yet, so I have time to attack this. Attack. Die. Die own creep. Okay, now kill this one. Okay, kill my own creep, because now notice how because I sent those early attacks on my own, my range creep's going to die. This is ideal. This is exactly what you want the lane to look like. One of their melee creeps having barely any health, and this. This is exactly what you want it to look like.
Okay.
Because that means you're doing it perfectly.
Follow the night.
So kill the own range, be better than me. And notice how it's gonna... This is the next wave. It's the next wave that matters. So now, going into it,
Moon waxes and
I can look at this and say, is the lane pushing or is it coming towards me? I'm asking you.
It's coming towards.
How do you know that?
Because you only have 2 or 3 on your side and one's barely
Okay,
alive.
so you can always ask yourself what's happening. You can say, is the lane pushing towards me? Is it pushing out? So if the lane's pushing towards me, I don't have to do any of that stuff I just said other than getting the deny itself. So I can just go for, I was busy resetting my hand, but so like I can even attack this once to make it die a little bit faster if I want. Because the lane's already pushing towards me. See?
let's go.
See how it's pushing towards me?
Yeah.
And I can kill this. And then I can afford to do some attacks on this creep because I want the lane to not push into my tower. So I can do that. Notice how we're in the exact same spot we were before, right? Noticing
Yeah.
that? That's exactly what you want it to look like, is your own creep,
Okay.
or your own range against a melee creep with very little health. So, how did I know to attack those creeps a bunch of times just now. I knew because I said I want the lane to look like one range creep and a melee creep with barely any health. And there were 2 melee creeps. So I'm like, shit, kill the melee creep, right? Because I only want 1. Okay, do you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay, so anytime...
Wait, how'd you get so much fucking gold?
It's just demo.
Okay,
It's
I
demo,
was like...
it's demo mode, so it just gives you all the gold you want so you can practice with it.
Everyone, once per game, there's one creep that gives you unlimited gold.
Oh, there's a hidden box creep that if you find it in the game, it just
you guys, I actually thought you were serious for a second.
explodes for 100k. Going to the lucky winner, instantly 6 slotted. So create a lobby, start game. So we're gonna see you do it once, and then we're gonna leave you to do your own thing.
Okay.
And I will start my stream as normal.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Remember, the goal of this is all muscle memory, so you get in the habit of doing all of these things.
I should probably get in the habit of going across that way, because one day I'm going to need to do that, huh?
Yeah, you will.
That's why you said that, huh? Why did that create part never come up?
What do you mean?
Nothing, I don't know.
Okay.
For battle.
I'm
Move
crazy.
here there. Okay, cool. Couple
Oh,
other
I
things you gotta do.
forgot.
Cool.
Oh, it's, which one is it?
Always either control or shift.
Oh, yeah.
It's one or the other.
Duh.
Always. So I'm saying with any command I teach you, it's either control or shift. Or F, I guess, sorry. It's either control, shift, or F.
Okay.
And usually, if you do the wrong one, it'll either do nothing or nothing that matters, is what I'll say to you. Very rarely will you ever get punished for pushing the wrong one. So try to get in the habit of learning the right one, but don't be afraid to just like push all 3 if you're not sure which one it is.
30 seconds to battle.
So make sure you have your hero selected. There you go. We're just gonna wait for the game to start. This is the kind of stuff where you can like text your mom or something, you know, whatever whoever text Ricky, whoever you're talking about. Talking to Twitch chat.
I talked to chat over text.
I'm just saying when you're practicing, I'm not gonna try to teach you all the fastest ways to get through the lobbies, so you'll have this like 45 seconds of downtime which is kind of how it is.
Begins.
Once we get past this like pre-game stuff, which means you have that minute and a half to get all the stuff done that I just told you to do, which you notice how you have plenty of spare time if you do it properly. Once you get that down, you can always just practice in the demo I showed you. But, so, we're waiting for the creeps. It'll be in about 10 seconds, and we're going to see how you do. Remember A, stop A. Remember, you want to attack your own as much as you attack the enemy.
Probably gonna fuck it up, but okay.
It's fine. I'm just reminding you of the things you have to think about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stop!
Oh, I forgot to stop it.
Stop! Stop! You can't give up that quickly. Notice how in mine I messed up one attack?
No,
Go ahead.
No, I'm definitely confused for a second.
Okay, if your hero is ever doing something you don't want it to do, just panic and push S. Like, that's all you gotta do. Don't let it go on longer than it should. I'm fine that you're like, I'm not like expecting you to be perfect by any means. I'm literally just saying, don't think like if you mess up once, you just have to start over.
Oh no, I know I could do better than that,
Okay.
and I fucked it up.
Yeah, it's fine. Just, all I'm saying is, remember, S is your panic button. So if you are like, what is my hero doing? Shit! Just push S. So I'm gonna get you through this really quick, just to get you back to there.
The moon rider has arrived. Watch over me, God. Prepare for battle.
Okay, go and do your quick buy thing and do your ability thing. Okay. Okay, nailed it. Now put your hand on the keyboard like normal. That's a very important habit to have, by the way. Your hand should be like that as much as possible.
The night sees all.
Hey, S.
Anyone
S!
know what a dead lane is?
Oh, that's right.
S! No! Okay, S. Remember, A then S. A then S. This one's dying sooner.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
A.
Crescent
Yeah.
steel.
A. There you go. Nailed it. Okay. So this creep is going to attack you instead of this if you're closer to it.
Oh, really?
So what's going to happen is when you're killing this melee creep, remember how I said you want it to be one ranged and one melee?
So should I
You
been
need
back
your
here
hero to
more,
be back
or-
a bit. Yes,
Okay.
that's all you need. So what you can do if this starts happening, this is good practice. If this happens, issue an attack on your own hero, on your own creep, even if you're not allowed to attack it. So like you'll see what I'm saying. So go ahead and A your own creep. Yep, there it stopped. Oh no! Stop!
Ah.
Remember, you don't ever want to attack like that casually. You don't ever want to be hitting creeps.
I
like
thought
that.
it was over here.
No, you're fine. So what's going to happen is every time you issue
Anyone here know what a dead
an
lane
attack,
is?
even on your own unit, it's going to make you attack an enemy once that unit's dead. So, like, you're going to have to use the stop key a lot, is what I'm trying to say. Really get, like, I'm saying between now and next time you're on stream, really make sure you understand that the stop key is your best friend.
Okay.
Like, literally, it's like the brakes on your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have brakes
You
on
just
your
wanna
car...
stop right after.
Yeah, you like, if you don't use brakes on your car, you're just going to fucking crash. If you don't use stop in Dota, you're just going to attack a bunch of random shit, and you're going to fuck everything up.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone
If
here
we
know
can
what
get
a
the
dead
first
lane
wave down, I'm going to leave you to do your own thing. Quick buy and skill. Okay. I guarantee you there's at least like 10 4K players in chat that don't do that and that. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, wait till the creeps give me... Oh, yeah, there.
On the hunt.
Remember, A, then stop. Have your hand on the keyboard. Good habits.
True.
Red moon.
Up.
is? Anyone here know
Ah.
what a dead lane is?
Up!
Ah!
Don't A after the stop. Now A.
This will
Perfect. A, stop. Oh, a little later. That's fine. Attack your own first. Perfect. Now the enemies. Now move out of the way.
Oh, nice.
You see what I'm saying?
I gotta do it right away.
Yeah, you gotta do it before it happens. Now it's too late. See how the range creep of yours is live?
Okay.
That means you fucked up. Start over.
So just do it right away.
Yeah, if this range creep, by the way, is below half, instantly kill it and you're good.
Okay. So right after I hit that last one, move it the fuck
Yeah,
out of
but
the way.
that's
so
good.
that guy won't
Yes,
hit me?
exactly. Right as
Okay.
your last melee creep is dying,
Wait, okay, I
move the
got
fuck
it.
out of the way. These are the things that if you notice them now, I mean, honestly, this is stuff that I have to coach in 3K sessions. Okay, demo. Or not, sorry, demo. Start. I'll just make the game happen really fast. If you want to see this, like, by the way, you can always watch this video. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. So if you ever question
Yikes.
these spots that I'm telling you right now, so I'm just gonna show you the cheats I'm using just to speed it up for you if you ever want to use them. Skip ahead.
Or ask me.
And then start game. You can always ask. Start game. And then if I move my mouse down here and I do teleport, wherever my mouse is, my hero will teleport to it.
Okay.
Okay. Do your thing with the quick buy and the ability. Nailing it. Get out of the shop. Yeah. Unless you're explicitly using the shop, you don't want it open.
Okay.
Remember to stop after pushing it. Perfect. That's fine. Honestly, this is way better. No! Okay, this one.
This
Remember
one?
to prioritize your own. Okay, and then go for this one. See how you're allowed to, like... Okay. So the goal is, when your own creep and an enemy creep are dying at about the same time, you attack yours when it's below half, and then you go for the last hit.
Oh, okay.
What that does is it effectively keeps the lane. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Okay. So you're going to attack yours like twice, and then attack this one to kill it, though. You want to get the last hit on this guy. So once this hits half, attack it twice, and then kill that one.
Okay.
Just see if we can follow me on that logic. Stop! Oh, see how now you can't do it because you did that one
okay.
attack. See what I'm saying? How important that one attack is?
Yeah.
You see, you're going to see it. Okay. My
So
point
how do
is-
I
Go ahead.
face the person without attacking first?
A, and then you have to push stop.
But
You'll
you still
learn it.
attack, don't you?
No, you don't. Your attack... Okay, look. I'll show you.
You just have to do it very quickly.
It has to be very fast. That's why I'm trying to yell at you. A, stop. A, stop. A, stop. Watch. I can even issue an attack command. Watch. My hero's going to start attacking. Wait. Start. Stop. See how she's, like, pump faking?
Yeah.
You have a long time to push stop, actually, in the grand scheme of, like, some things in Dota, you literally have a split second. But, like, so here's the spot we're in again. Notice how it's not what we want, so we're going to kill our own faster. And then move out of the way.
Okay.
A-click our own to remove it. See how it starts attacking each other? And we're good. So I'm teaching you... These are fundamentals. I want to be clear to you so you don't feel bad. This is hard. Meaning, like, this is not fucking first day things that most people ever have to learn. But notice, just watch what I'm doing and apply it to yourself. So A, stop. A. And I can already attack this. If you can ever fit in that extra attack on your own guy, it's really good. Notice how I attacked it twice to kill it faster. If you can ever do that, it's good. That's like the highest version of this. A, stop. A. And then don't want it being under tower. So if I ever get to this spot where my own range creep dies, I can just attack and then use some tangos. So notice how this one... always prioritize enemy creeps if the lane's not pushing. So notice how the lane's not pushing, right? Mm-hmm. So, like that way. So I'm allowed to just attack enemy creeps. So, get the last hit. I can even attack it out a bit because one of my own is... See how I have less creeps than they do? Mm-hmm. Problem is, when you were attacking out, the creeps were equal. So then by the time you were done attacking... Suddenly, the creeps are not equal. Because you made it so they weren't.
Okay.
Okay. So, I hate to say it, we're going to wrap up this lesson here.
No, I was gonna say let's do that.
Yeah, you have a shit ton of things to think about,
Yeah.
and it's all in the first 2 minutes.
Okay.
The nice thing about this is anytime you're confused, literally just watch the end of this session, because I listed it all right there.